In this episode, we'll be going over things like the new generation of slang and how apparently having things like game and saying things like YOLO makes you old. We also go over Jerry Seinfeld's directorial debut on a movie that nobody, I repeat, nobody was asking for. And of course, we take a look at the ridiculous outfits at the Met Gala and how they bear a striking resemblance to the Capitol citizens from the Hunger Games. All that and more later on Lost Ox Media, the podcast.
Say you lost.
Well, is there an aux input?
Yes! Oh my gosh! Hit the aux button.
You are lost.
He's arguing it's media.
Digital media. Instagram media.
No media whatsoever.
Lost Ox Media.
Bruh.
It's pretty obvious that even with the slightest of age gaps, there is such a disassociation from lame old-ass adults like myself and the new generation. You know? It's actually so ironically funny because if you're anything like me, you grew up, as a child, you were growing up and you always said, I'm not going to grow up to be that lame adult. You know? I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to be a cool adult. Father time comes for us all, my friend, and you're going to get old. Your back will start hurting. It'll happen. And one of the first things you'll notice is that these kids nowadays are almost speaking a completely different language. You almost can't even understand them anymore. They got the no cap. It's no cap, bro. What is it? What does it even mean? I can't understand it. I can't understand it. Andres, I know you know what I'm talking about, man.
I can't keep up with it, bro. I can't.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Open this one article. I found this one article that just encapsulates all of that so perfectly. You know? Just the great divide between the young and the old. One of the biggest driving forces in that divide is the language barrier. And trust me, there's a language barrier. We might be both speaking English, but it ain't the same, my friend. It is not the same. Listen to this. A list of slang phrases that mean you're officially old if you use them according to Gen Z. And I've already read this article. It's got a pretty interesting TikTok video. We'll get to that later, but some of these words are going to surprise you because I was like, that word's not cool anymore, which it's just so funny. It just plays into this article. It's like, all right, I'm getting old. Obviously, I'm getting old. So look at this. As the youngest of millennials are about to hit that ripe old age of 30, a milestone that I myself, this is the author, have only just reached, it seems as though the generation after us is remaking the language as they go. A bunch of slang terms created by the objectively best generation of all time are being superseded by the words of those precocious children. I'd call it a travesty, but nobody really uses that word much anymore. Now let's scroll down. Let's see what some of these words are. They're saying, actually, let's scroll down a little bit more. So let's look at this. YOLO is dead. YOLO is dead? When did that happen? That is so surprising. Not that I was a user of the word YOLO. You know, you might hear me ironically use it once or twice a year, if anything. But I didn't know that it was like not cool to say YOLO, you know? And now they're saying, fuck it, we ball? What does that even mean, dude? What is that? What is that, dude? Fuck it, we ball? That's not even the same thing. You only live once makes sense, you know? Fuck it, we ball? Motherfucker, what if you don't got arms? How the hell are you gonna ball then? Explain that to me, man. Let's scroll down to the next one. This shit is insane, dude. Look, slay has been slain. Now it's we eat. This is insane. So I remember the first time I heard someone say to me the word slay. That shit, it was almost as if somebody hit me in the face with a sack of bricks. I was so I was stunned. I was like, like I had no idea what the hell they were even talking about. I was working in a casino. I was like 24 years old. And I ran into a woman who works in like the accounting of the casino. But this girl dressed like she was one of the bottle service girls. So I asked her one day, why she goes into work dressed every day. Like, I worded it, I'm sure, so nicely, but I was like, basically, like, why do you go to work dressed every day like slut? And she turned around and looked at me and she said, because I like to slay. And I almost swallowed my entire cigarette. I was outside smoking. It was crazy. I was like, I had no idea what she was talking about. I had to like reprogram my mind to even, because I like legitimately was like, what? I was like, it's like Joe Biden getting like hit with like a left-hand field question. So now it's we eat, right? I have to actually read on this because I don't even know how to explain to you how that would be used. So one day people stopped saying that someone was killing it, which I was a huge fan of, not gonna lie. Yeah. Big ups to Killing It, rest in peace. And everyone started uttering the word slay with reckless abandon. Now slay has been supplanted by the word eat, though in actual usage, it far more often becomes ate. This is, all right. There are many variations upon this, as one might say someone ate and left no crumbs, or declare something akin to, she ate with this outfit. I actually was listening to the H3 podcast today, and one of the people that works on the show actually said that. It's almost like you ever see the movie Saving Private Ryan, and there's like, or any kind of war movie, and there's always a scene where some explosive goes off nearby, and the person just boom, and it's like, and you see the guy like. Almost every time I'm hit with one of these new slang words, it's almost the exact reaction I give every single time. It's like I get discombobulated. I don't know what's up from down. Oh shit. And it just throws me completely off. So anyway, I let's go through the list because I want to eventually get to the video. So now instead of people saying game, they don't say you have game. Now they say you got Riz, which I actually like this one. I fuck with the Riz a little bit. It's funny. You see a little daddy walking up on some chick. That dude's trying to get some Riz going, trying to get some Riz going. I love that. That one's a good one. So I'll allow it. We will let Riz live in peace. Let's scroll down to the next one. What else do they got? And this one's not that bad either. Now people don't say you're on point. They say you're locked in. Which I dig that one a lot better. You're locked in, you're focused, you're ready to go. That's something I can get behind. So now let's scroll down because obviously I'm old. I'm not doing it justice. I sound like a goddamn square. Let's scroll down and watch this video so we can get the younger generation to explain it a little bit better than I can.
Here are some millennial phrases with their Gen Z equivalents. So first up, when y'all said YOLO, the equivalent is fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball.
Hold up. Pause that real quick.
Exact same energy.
This is what I love. She's like, fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. I love that, dude. The utter confidence that these fucking youngsters go about just spouting out this bullshit. I fucking love it. Let's keep going. I'm in love with this little girl. She's fucking awesome, dude. This is so funny.
It's just like, here we are. Why not? Let's go.
No, dude.
I still use YOLO sometimes, honestly. YOLO. Next is slay to eat. So it could be, okay, you slayed, or you ate, she ate that, ate it up, slayed that, slayed it up.
Hold up. Pause it again. Dude, the lengths that this girl is going to try to be a member of the black community is fucking almost offensive. It is insane, dude. She's like Rachel Dolezal, this one. It's like, She's doing the most cultural appropriation I have ever seen. This is fucking hilarious, dude. I don't even know if I can make it through this whole video. It's so fucking funny. Keep that going, Andy, dude. That's funny as shit.
Both are epic ways to hype people up. Next is game, like having game, to riz, or having riz. It literally just means like, hey, shawty, what's up? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Another one is on point to locked in. These are not quite exact, like, the same, but definitely same energy of, like, locked in, like, you're on your shit. We're going on point. Like, we're on point right now. Let's go. We're doing it. But this one might be a little abstract.
She keeps going. Pause that real quick. She keeps, if you listen real close, she keeps going like in between her fucking words. It's almost like she's having like a spasm or like a Tourette's fit or like an epileptic fit. She's like, again, like in between, like this girl might actually have Tourette's syndrome. Like, she might be going through some shit right now. I don't even know if this is an explanation video or if it's a fucking cry for help. She is going through some shit right now, dude. It's so fucking funny, that little in between us stuff. You can keep going.
Tight beat. So you could say, like, yeah, the restaurant is, like, a really intimate vibe. It's, like, a really ambient vibe. Or you could say, yeah, it's, like, a chill Italian type beat. Like, it's a warm ambient type beat. Again, I don't think this one is like as used. I use it a lot. And also, I like all of these terms. I'm not saying one is better or the other. It's just things that in my life I've observed have changed over the years. Let me know more comparisons in the comments below.
That fucking girl was like an anomaly, dude. She was like so white yet so black at the same time. Like, such a wannabe. But I love it. I love it. I love that she explained it for us. For those of us, like myself, who are a little less fortunate and don't understand these things. Look at this. How old am I? Look at one of the comments says, how old am I if I say carpe diem? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god. That is so fucking funny. I'm actually starting to get hot, dude. I'm starting to laugh so goddamn hard off of this shit. Look, people in there commented about her hand gestures. I love her hand gestures. So she's like, like, I fucking dig that so much, dude. That is so fucking funny, man. I'll tell you right now, after watching that video, this country is cooked, my friend. If that's the next generation that's coming through, dude, we better pack that shit in right the fuck now, dude. It is over for our asses, man. Oh, shit. So, like, not only was that girl funny as shit, but it just goes to show you, she's given us a good old explanation of something that nobody asked for. But I'm happy she did it, you know? It's something that I didn't know I needed until today. But in the terms of things that nobody asked for, this one particular movie by Jerry Seinfeld checks every goddamn box. So, Jerry Seinfeld just came out recently with his directorial debut. And it's a Netflix original movie, dropped recently. I haven't seen it, and once I get into the explanation of it all, you'll understand why. The movie is called Unfrosted. And one could only imagine what that could possibly mean, right? And basically, the short of it all is it's a movie about fucking Pop-Tarts. How Pop-Tarts came about. Now, if anybody's going to do it, let Michael Bay do it. You know? If we're going to tell the story of Pop-Tarts, throw some fucking explosions in there. We don't need Jerry Seinfeld in there being like, so what's the deal with frosting, huh? Like, it just doesn't make sense, you know? I never understood what everybody sucks on Jerry Seinfeld so much for. He's a little hacky to me. I am an enjoyer of the Seinfeld show, though. It makes for perfect background music, and it's easy to fall asleep to. But in the terms of stuff that he does in any other sense, it's not really for me. You know, so let's get into this, because this movie is riddled with big names, but it just seems like the biggest crock of shit. So let's scroll down. I got to see this.
Ground control, we are go for launch. 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
I believe we have split the atom of breakfast.
In the early 1960s, the American morning was defined by milk and cereal. And the two undisputed giants of the cereal world were Kellogg's and Post.
All right.
Major.
I like how they're trying to make this like it's fucking Oppenheimer. Like, Andy, have you seen Oppenheimer yet?
No, unfortunately, I haven't.
Oh, you don't need to waste your time with that bullshit either.
Get out.
No, I'm just fucking with you. No, because I'm shitting all over Seinfeld. It wasn't that bad. The only thing I was kind of a little weirded out by was like, they would like jump back and forth between timelines a lot, and it was hard to like differentiate like when they were jumping back. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. You know, like sometimes you'll watch like a TV show and it'll be like, you're like, wait, did they just go back 10 years? You're like, you can't tell because they didn't do like a good job of like transitioning it or something.
Yeah, or they just don't let you know.
Yeah, it was kind of something like that. And then the other thing that turned me off, there was still some like Robert Downey Jr. and it was like, you know what I mean? But Cillian Murphy, he's still in there. He looks like one of the ants from the movie Bug's Life. And he's all fucking crazy and shit, you know. But like the one thing that kind of threw me off was they made this like really big stink about being like, the movie has no CGI. We made the nuclear explosion and we did an awesome ass job. There's no CGI. And I watched that shit and I was like, you should have put some CGI in that. It's just like, it looks like one of you set off a couple M80s in that motherfucker. You're just like, yo, it's a nuclear bomb. I'm like, come on, dude. Throw the CGI in there. Don't brag about this shit. But I love how they're trying to make this shit like Oppenheimer. Like they got the case with the pastries, like pop it open. They're like, oh, it's a new pastry. It's going to change the world of breakfast. It's like, dude, no one asked for this shit. All right. If you're wondering about the origin story of Pop-Tarts prior to this movie coming out, what are you doing with yourself? You need a couple hobbies, my friend. If you're one of the demographics, like the fucking sole demographic of this movie, we need to change a couple things in your life. We need to start working out. We need to start, you know what I mean, getting off the computer, whatever it is. I don't know. But this ain't the answer. Let's check it out a little more. I can only do so much. I'm
about to finally crush that big red K that...
And Amy Schumer's in it!
How do you think Post did it?
There's always a surprise inside the box.
I wonder if they use xanthan gum.
Kellogg's is entering the race.
I love her, though.
With the help.
Let's get this out of here. I don't want to get copyright striked by YouTube over this fucking dog shit, dude. But I do love Jenny McCarthy. Jenny McCarthy is a good one. I'll throw a gem out there for the audience. There's a movie called the Muppet Murders, or like, I forget, the Maritime Murders or something that she stars in. Great movie. What were you going to say, Andy?
Do you mean Melissa McCarthy?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so happy that you jumped in with that. Because isn't Jenny McCarthy, wasn't she dating like, she was married to like Jim Carrey at one point, wasn't she? If I'm not mistaken, look her up real fast. Look up Jenny McCarthy real quick. I'm pretty sure she was related to, or not related, she was married to, yeah, she used to be married to Jim Carrey like way back in the day. Dude, when Jim Carrey went like woke in the beginning, like this was, you know, when he started kind of like growing the beard out and was like, I wish everyone could be rich so that they know it doesn't solve all their problems. And when he was married to her, that's kind of like when the beginning of that woke shit started happening. And they were very anti-vax. Like, they were getting shit on a lot in the media and by Hollywood and stuff because they would be going on TV shows and they'd be like, well, I mean, if you do the research, it's like, we don't even really know what's in all of these. Like, they were, like, really anal about it. And then it's funny, like, once COVID hit, you know, these two were probably, and they're not married anymore, but both of them individually were probably sitting in the background like, these motherfuckers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're probably so butthurt. They're like, they're going to force it on us. I know it. But yeah, that's funny. So Jerry Seinfeld, there you have it, folks. If you're ever, you know, sitting around and your day is so mundane that you just can't figure out anything else to do, give Unfrosted a watch, I'm sure. Or if you're planning on committing suicide later on in the night, you want a little bit of motivation, give Unfrosted a watch. I'm sure it'll help you get there. Yeah, this is, once again, it's, I know I'm talking shit. I'm being a little harsh. Jerry Seinfeld, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't really know. But it's just, this is kind of one of those things to where, like, you know, certain celebrities, they get to this level of fame and stardom to where they, like, almost think they could do nothing wrong. It's like, I'm sure Jerry Seinfeld was sitting in some office somewhere typing this up and was like, Pop-Tart movie's gonna be a banger. And he's surrounded by yes men who are all like, yeah, the Pop-Tart movie, dude, you need to do some peer review studies or something, you know what I mean? Because these celebrities, they just think they could just do whatever they want. And nothing makes this point more evident than the dresses and the outfits at the Met Gala. It was insane. I didn't watch the Met Gala. I didn't watch a fucking second of it. But just seeing the outfits, scrolling through Twitter, you know, YouTube, whatever, they look like the capital citizens in the Hunger Games. It's actually unsettling, kind of, to see some of these outfits. Like, I get it, fashion, it's its own beast. New styles every season, you know, fashion's never finished, whatever. I get it. But it's a little bit eerie, the association with the fashion industry and the elites. It's a little bit strange. You know what I mean? Because they got these kind of kooky outfits and the elites are going through with this weird behavior. You got Epstein's Island and you got Adrenochrome and you got Pizzagate and all this crazy stuff. It's a little weird. It's a little bit weird. But on top of it being weird, it's just insanely unpractical. Like, you look at some of the outfits these people are wearing and you're like, you can't even walk in this shit. It's ridiculous. Like, check this dress out right here.
Tyler, Forward Fighter 29 unbothered. What's your black girl superpower? Tyler, fresh out.
Look at that. This is what that girl. I love her. She's like, "What's your black girl superpower?" It's like, obviously, walking ain't one of them because it's crazy. Like, this shit is not even real. She's literally got an assistant picking her up like a chess piece and moving her across the fucking red carpet, like she's a fucking rook or something. That's crazy to me. But this is what they like. It's almost this really is, the Met Gala almost is like the Hunger Games. It's like the flashy red carpet. You remember the scene in the Hunger Games? They had all the districts, like the different what do they call them? Tributes, I think it was, right, Andy? Tributes?
Yes.
They called them in the Hunger Games? Yeah, they got all the tributes from the different districts. A couple days before the games, they want to do the televised shit. What do they make them do? They make them all walk down the red carpet, wearing the most craziest shit you've ever seen. They got Katniss fucking walking down there. She's on fire. Literally on fire, walking down the red carpet. Which is something that would not surprise me if we see that at the Met Gala the next couple years. You know what I mean? You got Max Azarello, who just set himself on fire in Manhattan. You never know. 2025, it might be a little trendy to set yourself on fire. Could you imagine seeing just, obviously it's a joke, but just seeing like Lady Gaga walking on the red carpet, mummified, almost looking like a wrapped up popsicle stick. She's like, this is the new hottest season. This is Armani. And sets herself on fire. She's just like, yeah, dude, walking down the red carpet.
Honestly, I could see it.
It's the state of the world we live in. It's only moments. This is not a matter of if. This is a matter of when, people. Let's look at go out of this one and look at the video that was next to it. You can hear the girl in the background saying it. He's helping her out step by step. Dude, she has a corset on that is so goddamn tight. This is another perfect example of the whole, like, celebrities being surrounded by yes men and yes women all the time. Like, this shit. Look, keep playing that a little bit, because you kind of can't see it good from this angle. Go through the scroll bar. See if you could pinpoint it on a spot where you could see her waist a little more. Actually, you know what? Go out. Go to the show notes. I got another video that'll show what I'm talking about. Anyone who would see this one right here, Kim's dress. If you're on Kim's team or any celebrity's team, and you see something along the lines of this, you have to tell them that it's not a good look. Like, this girl has got like a fucking 80-inch waist, and she's got this corset scrunched the fuck down, and now it's like it's like down to like fucking 10 inches. It looks insane. Like, play that a little bit, Andy.
Falling off. This is my shoe. It's clever because if I had a shoe with the heel gets stuck in the metal skirt. And so that was our issue of walking. So I'm going to have to put these on. And to wear these, you're on your tiptoes and you're balancing the whole time, flexing your calf muscles. So that's what I'm going to have to do, is stand on my tippy toes. But I think ballerinas do it, and they probably have a lot of practice. This is our only practice. But we'll do it. I think we really need the height on this look. So we gotta do what we gotta do.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Because Kim's been going through a lot of stuff lately. You know, she had the breakup with Kanye. Then she was going with the Pete Davidson. Everybody's giving her shit about that. You got Team Ye. Everybody making fun of Skeet. Good old Skeet Davidson. I'm sure she got some flack for that. Now she has to deal with Kanye for the rest of her life because she still got to let him see the kids every now and then. And then she goes on the Tom Brady roast and gets booed on stage. It's obvious that the public is not very fond of Kim. And for a minute, I was starting to feel bad for her. But then I saw this video, and I was like, she clearly is she has to be too stupid to even let any of it get to her. Because this is crazy. The corset is crazy, like, enough. I was already making fun of the corset. But then she comes out with these shoes. With these, like, 9-inch heel shoes that don't even have a heel on them. What are we talking about here? It's maddening. It's maddening. Scroll a little bit forward. Don't even play it. Just scroll it. Look at this. Play it from here. Watch. They're gonna like see how she's walking. She's like tiptoeing the whole time. Look at her waist, dude. That is madness. Pause that real quick. Now, this is truly upsetting because I am one of those people. Hot take. Unpopular opinion. I think Kim Kardashian is actually kind of hot. Like, everybody hates on her and stuff like that, but I don't know. I always thought she was very pretty. And then to see her like this, it's like, what the fuck? It's like watching a rose die or something, But that's not even the most ridiculous thing. The last dress that we saw, where the girl was getting picked up, the only reason she's getting picked up is because the dress is made of sand. It's actually made of sand. Like, go to the notes real quick, Andy. I got to show you this one. That video right there. Look at this. This is insane. Go to that one. The next one over. So it's like they literally have to cut the thing off of her. Because it's like all just plastered sand. Here, pause it real quick. This is the funniest part. So it's all like molded in sand, right? But now when you watch when she turns around. It's actually kind of funny. See, yeah, it's got the little butt. It's like a little butt crack indent. It's like the whole thing is paper mache, basically. And that's right there. That's again the delusion of celebrity. Look at this. Look at some of the pictures. This is the Capitol. This is the Hunger. This is the Capitol. Not only are the dresses impractical, they look like something out of the Hunger Games. This one looks like something out of Alice in Wonderland. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Sydney Sweeney, as always, hot AF. You know, she's eating. I'd like to riz her up a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm locked in on Sydney Sweeney. If you know what I'm saying. See? We're not all old here. We're not all old. Scroll down. I want to see some more of these outfits. This shit is insane. This is funny as hell. Look at this, bitch. Bro. She looks like the queen from Alice in Wonderland, dude. Like, if she had two assistants that were dressed as Ace of Spade cards, she'd be on the fucking money, dude. She'd be on the money. And she doesn't even look like the cartoon version. She looks like the shitty fucking, who's that guy that he does all the Johnny Depp movies? He's the director. He did Sweeney Todd. He did Tim Burton. She looks like the shitty live action Alice in Wonderland where they did the Tim Burton one where the queen's head is like 10 times the size of her fucking body, dude.
Yeah.
For no reason they did that. It's like for no reason. And she looks exactly like that. Who is this?
This is Gwendolyn Christie. She's been in Game of Thrones, Star Wars. She's a pretty well-known actress.
I am out of touch. I love Game of Thrones too. That's the sad part. Who was she in Game of Thrones?
You know, I can look that up right now.
No shit.
Okay, so you already can see.
Yeah. She was the huge night girl.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
She was kind of hot in Game of Thrones. I kind of dug the night, like the tomboy night girl. Yeah, dude. She was all over Prince Jaime. She was loving on Prince Jaime. She took care of him after he lost his hand. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Game of Thrones, funny enough, I was uber against it. Like, for years, I had bragged to people about the fact that I'd never even seen a single episode. And my best friend got me to watch it, like, just this past year. And I fucking loved it. Last season, obviously, blue cock. Everybody knows that. But it was an awesome show. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, no, I was on the same boat. It took me years because I'm not a person who likes to hop on trends.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, all right, fuck it. Now that it's over, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was like, oh my God, you gotta watch it.
Plus, you get to binge it too, right? Like, if I was watching that week by week, I would have been pissed, bro. Especially during the last season. I would have threw the remote. I would have went through so many TVs watching that bullshit. All right, let's go back to that. I want to see some of these other dresses, dude. God, that is night and goddamn day. Look at this shit. This is just crazy looking, but this isn't even a good picture. There's got to be some better pictures than that. Lana Del Rey. She was awkward, dude. I saw a clip of her doing like an interview with actually Kim Kardashian. And like her, Kim Kardashian, and like a TMZ or some sort of, you know, announcer person that asked people questions on the red carpet. They were all talking, and I think it was either Lana Del Rey or the reporter kept saying, like, referring to themselves as Kim Kardashian's best friend. Which, you know how awkward that is? To be like, oh, now you're getting interviewed by your best friend. And, like, put him on the spot, you know? It was very weird. But let's scroll down to some of these other ones. That's not really a good picture. Her with the sand, we already saw that. Look at this guy. Jesus fucking Christ. See, this is what happens when you order Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia off Wish. This is exactly what fucking happens. And then these fucking crazy dead brain celebrities will have the fucking gall to go on a red carpet and think this is the hottest shit since sliced bread because the outfit costs $20,000. Newsflash, buddy. You got fucking robbed. This is crazy. Who is this guy?
That's a good question.
Andrew Scott. He's from The Clash. Wait, no, he's not from The Clash. Go down. Let's read that. Look I love how they try to be cheeky in this shit. Did Ripley join The Clash? All right, dude. The Clash hasn't been fucking culturally relevant since, 2000. I don't know who he is, but
I have no idea.
Look at this.
I've seen him before, but no.
Look at all that denim. Jesus Christ. See, you're going to need that because that kind of dress is good, though. Because the fire prevention, you need the fire prevention because her thighs rubbing together. She'd fucking burn the whole gala down. So you need a good dress like that. A good, nice, a hard, thick denim that will kind of suppress the risk of fire, you know? It acts as a retardant, if you will. Let's scroll down. Let's check out the next. See, Nicki... I'm a Nicki Minaj guy, too, dude. I'm a Nicki Minaj guy, too. It might be fake butts, dude. It might be fake butts. I might be into fake butts. Because this... Although, be it ridiculous, Nicki Minaj is a smash on the smash or pass scale, dude.
I don't want me to cut you off, but I just love how you are talking to the audience. You are going one by one, picking at it. But there's a woman on here that just shuts you up instantly. And you're about to go off. You're like, I'm a Nicki fan.
Yeah.
She's got a garbage bag over her head. And I think you'd be like, that's good, Nicki.
That's Nicki Minaj right there, baby. No, she's crazy, dude. Something about her is very hot. But you know what? It's all of it. It's just money. Like, you ever see those memes where it shows like her from when she was like 21 or something like that, and then her now?
Yeah,
bro. You would, if you saw what she looked like before she was famous, you would not. You saw a chick like that in the grocery store, you would not even second look at her. It's all money. It's all money. That's all it is. You know, if you met Chris Hemsworth and you subtracted about $15 million, people would be like, that's the guy that built the addition on my house a couple months ago. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of people fail to realize that the difference between you and a rich person is a couple $1 million. That's it. It's all the same shit. You know what I mean? Look at this bullshit. This big bitch comes into the Met Gala dressed as a fucking prawn and expects nobody to think that she's hungry. This is crazy as fuck. Who's this, Lizzo?
Yeah.
She's got to chill with this body positivity bullshit. She legitimately looks like a shrimp, dude. Or like a lobster tail. She was so hungry when she ordered this fucking dress, dude. And you could tell. She's using the top of it to catch, like, the fucking bread. That, like, the crowd's, like, throwing bread into it like a basketball hoop. They're, like, trying to score points on her head. She needs the carbs for concerts and stuff like that. So apparently she dances a lot when she's on stage, which is surprising. It's actually to go back up to that real fast. It's actually, I know I talking shit, but she does look a lot thinner than when she first hopped onto the scene. Am I wrong?
No. Yeah, you're definitely right.
Like,
she did lose. I can't tell you how much, but I have seen a difference from when I first noticed and heard her, because I'm not gonna lie, I listened to some of her hits.
Yeah.
And from seeing her back then to now, she's definitely slimmer than
She used to be big.
Yeah.
And she's definitely losing some of it. Let's go to the next one. These are not bad. These are fucking funny as shit. Look at this. This looks like you remember when like back in the day you throw like a VHS into the fucking VCR and the tape gets caught up in the bullshit and you rip it out. And you're like, damn it. I just fucked up my porno tape. Like, you know what I mean? She looks like she's wearing an ass load of VHS tape. It's insane.
And who is this?
I don't know. That's wild.
Is that Rita Ora?
Yeah, Rita Ora is what it's saying. Who's that? You're good with celebrities. I'm not good with celebrities.
Yeah, she's a UK pop star.
Yeah,
she's had some hits. I've heard her on the radio from time to time. Yeah. Oh, but she's not. That is a bodysuit, right? Yeah. That is a bodysuit.
But yeah, you can see she's naked. You could see the tattoo on the thing. Yeah, most naked of the night. Look at that. Jesus. And then you got this guy dressed like he's one of the members of the Sopranos. That full fucking leather suit, full brown leather suit. That shit was hot in 92, dude. I don't know what that dude's doing with that goddamn leather suit on now. Look at the pants are all ill-fitting and shit. Nobody wears ill-fitting pants anymore. Everybody's wearing like form-fitting pants. That's funny as shit. I wonder who that is. They won't show that guy. No. He's a secret. Let's go down. I want to see who else is on here. Look at these two. Now this one was funny because the first time I saw it, I thought that they were like stuck in each other's outfits. Like, does it not look like that?
It looks like a Halloween costume.
Yeah. Like, when I first saw it, I thought, like, their legs were in, like, the same pair of pants. You know what I'm saying? And, like, she has to walk backwards while he walks forwards or vice versa.
Yeah, because you could see how it might be connected down here.
And the reason why I was like, because anyone, you would see that if you have that thought right out the gate, you're going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. But it's these celebrities and stuff like the Met Gala, they do such stupid shit that you're like, I wouldn't put it past them. You know what I mean? For both of them, one of them's got to walk backwards the whole time. I wouldn't be surprised if we scroll down to the next picture and it's two people in a fucking horse outfit. And one of them's the ass and one of them's the front. You know what I mean? Like, it would not fucking surprise me in the slightest, dude. Look at this. It's over, folks. I don't even know. You can't even tell where her body is. Who's this one? Go down to that.
I don't know who this is.
Oh, that's Demi Moore. God damn. Oh. You know what, dude? Scroll back up. Because I'm talking shit, but she looks good, dude, for her age. Yeah. Like, she doesn't look terrible. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. You're going to have to fill me in because I've heard of her. I just don't know who she is.
She did a movie way, way back in the day called G.I. Jane.
Oh, okay.
And she shaved her head. Wow. And then Chris Rock made fun of Will Smith's wife. And was like, oh, what are you auditioning for G.I. Jane? And then got fucking smacked on stage. So she was G.I. Jane. She was the one that shaved her head in the movie and shit. And then she did another movie. I think it was called like Striptease or something back in the day. And then that was like a real big movie. And then another thing she was known for back in the day was I think she was married to Bruce Willis for like a real short stint of time. Okay. So she's old. I mean, you compare her to Bruce. Bruce is practically a fucking vegetable right now. So she's looking pretty damn good, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm just talking shit. Yeah, Bruce is practically like in one of those Stephen Hawking's chairs. Like he hits like one beep for yes and two beeps for no. He's like beep 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 beep, beep like communicating through Morse code and shit. Sydney Sweeney, man, always classic. Always I can't really say nothing bad about Sydney Sweeney. Her eyes are a little too far apart, but it's okay. I let it slide. Yeah, see, not all of these are all, they're a little weird, but they're not too wild. What's underneath this one? All right. What the fuck is this, dude? This is insane. I know fashion is pain, but this bitch literally stapled like a fucking ornament to the back of her head. And with no hair. I'm sorry, I apologize. If you're only listening, she has no hair. This woman has no hair, and she has a hairpiece, like a hair ornament pinned to the back of her head.
How is that there and not falling?
I don't know, because that's got to be some high-level adhesive. Unless they flat out stapled that shit to the back of her head. I don't even know what that is. This bitch looks like she got like Alexa speakers coming out of both sides of her head. Go back up to that shit. Look at the goddamn shit on the side of her head. She looks like you could literally be like, Alexa, read me my notifications. Fucking, she's insane, dude. I don't know who that is. I don't even care to know. That is an insane outfit. And then look at this fucking twink. Go down here. This is the shit that I'm talking about. This is the disillusion of the celebrity mind. This guy's walking around looking like Leonardo da Vinci and shit. like this guy's going to the Met Gala like he just painted the Mona Lisa and shit. Like, come on, dude. This is Bad Bunny? That's what he looks like? I've actually never known what that guy looks like.
Up until recently, I found out what it looks like. I'm like, that's who everybody's all up and out for? Like, I was not the most attractive man in the world, but, I mean, come on.
My sister loves Bad Bunny. Which, for the longest time, I thought that it was a girl. That's a very girly name, right? Like, yeah, Bad Bunny.
I agree, yeah.
So, like, it was a very girly name. And then, I started seeing he's crazy. He'll do like a concert in like the middle of fucking like San Juan or something at a gas station, and then like 5 people will die, and he'll just be like, "All right, I'll see you later." like so many people will come to the fucking gas station, like 5 of them will get trampled, and he'll be like, "You guys have been great. I'm out of here." Like, you know what I mean? He's fucking insane. He's like Travis Scott. He just does like these pop-up concerts and people get killed, and then he's like, "All right, bye." It's been real. Like, you know what I mean?
It's true, yeah.
He's fucking insane. But let's get out of this. I think it's been enough about the Met Gala. It's obvious that people see this and they're kind of like, this is some elitist, fashion bullshit. And one thing that ended up stemming from this whole Met Gala thing was one of the celebrities ended up posting a video of themselves on TikTok. And it was them, with their outfit, and it's all, Hunger Games-esque looking. And the sound in the background, the TikTok sound was someone saying, let them eat cake or something like that. Which, for some reason, seemed to piss a lot of people off. It got people into the headspace that the people at the Met Gala are kind of almost like shoving their wealth and riches and fame and stardom into the faces of people who would only dream of going to something like the Met Gala, right? So when they start taking to TikTok, it might not start much of a movement, but it might get the wheels turning at least for a little bit of time. And the movement that stemmed from this whole Met Gala frustration that people seem to be sharing online is the mass blocking of celebrities. And I found this to be very interesting because there is some truth to the idea behind it all. The idea being that celebrities make money off of their influence on us, right? which when you break it down, when you boil it all down, it basically means our attention is their currency. It's really the simplest way to slice that all up. If we don't pay attention to them, think about how much ad revenue they lose online. Think about how much maybe sponsorship deals might get affected. You know, if you maybe something like this will lead to the whole out of sight, out of mind experience. Maybe you end up blocking Taylor Swift. After 1 week of withdrawal, you're completely free of the symptoms. Never think about Taylor Swift again. What a world it would be. So I want to look at this video because there's this one TikToker, well, there's a couple, we'll get into one or two of the videos, that really explain this whole thing. And they're kind of the voice behind everyone's frustration with the Met Gala. Let's check this out.
There is one way for this to work, and it's that you all post the content just like I'm doing it.
You guys are doing great, but this could be better. You see, you guys are targeting multiple celebrities at the same time. There's only one celebrity that needs to be blocked. She's the only one that you need to focus in mass. Once you have successfully blocked the celebrity, everything will fall in place. It's not Hailey Bailey, it's Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift should be your number one target in this process of blocking celebrities because of the Swifties. The Swifties is the group that is supporting all these people.
All right, well, it's pretty obvious that guy was just someone who sent Taylor Swift dick pics, and he's obviously mad about the fact that she did not reciprocate his enthusiasm. I love it. He's like, you must block Taylor Swift. She is the main problem. I send this woman dick pic, and she do not answer me in time. And when she do answer me, she say things like, I am going to block you. You send me dick pic without asking, I'm going to block you. So we need to focus. We need to focus on the boobs and the vagine. And we need to block Taylor Swift. I love his enthusiasm. It's just so funny. Like, I can't hear, not to sound like a fucking racist nut, but it's hard to take something seriously when they're coming from like weird accents. Like, for example, you have like these YouTube documentary type people that are from the UK, and they'll be talking about like rap documentaries. They'll be like, Kendrick Lamar, he shines from the projects, and you're like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I can't listen to this shit. You know, hailing from the projects, Kendrick Lamar started rapping at the young ripe age of 13. You're like, shut the fuck up, dude. I can't take it serious. It's too much. But let's jump into some of these funny videos. I wanna get into some of the funny ones. Let's bring up the one that you wanted to watch.
A beauty blender in today. It looks like this. It's marketed as a silicone puff makeup applicator. From the other reviews,
okay, pause it.
Like,
we already knew where this was going from the look of the applicator, right? But if you're at home watching this girl's talking about her beauty applicator. And normally you see women, they use those kind of like weird shaped spongy type things. And then they dot all this foundation on their face. And then they use the sponge to kind of smear it around and do all that. I don't know too much about the makeup game. But apparently it leaves a lot of streaks. So this girl seemed to have found a nice little alternative. It looks like a pocket rocket. It looks exactly like... If you're at home listening, picture the top of a squid's head. You know how it's got like a shafty look and then it kind of heads out at the top? It kind of looks like that. Calamari, if you will.
smack it on your face. Why is that kind of slay?
Whoa. Jesus Christ. Pause that. This girl can't be over the age of 21. She's like, this slays. She's like smacking this thing on her face. Just being like, why does this kind of slay? I can't even. It baffles me. I don't know if people realize how crazy they look when they're doing this shit. Like, if this is not parody, this has to be. She has to be doing some sort of parody or something.
My question is, who at the company approved of this product? Because, I mean, we're all adults. We know what it looks like. We know as how she's applying it. We know what it looks like because she read the instructions. So this, to me, it seems like some cruel joke.
Yeah, it is. They got fucking Dan Schneider working at the makeup factory. He's like, I got a great idea for this new makeup applicator. I got an insane idea. He's like, all right, now stick with me in the beginning of this fucking meeting. He's like, this thing is gonna revolutionize the makeup industry. I did it with Nickelodeon. I can do it with Maybelline. Trust me.
Oh my god.
Dan Snyder fucking straight up designed this fucking thing, bro. And it's just really hilarious because it's like, she can't be like, this can't be. She has to know, right?
She has to.
She has to be the greatest comedic mind this generation has ever seen. She has to know that what she's doing is the greatest parody that has been done in the last 20 years. Look at this. Let's keep playing. This is hilarious.
Looks a little strange. It kind of looks like a never mind, but
yeah, she knows. See, the irony is not lost on her. She's over here smacking this fucking dolphin paddle on her face. She knows what it looks like.
But like, she covered everything very well. Again, weird. Looks like a little arrow or like, you know, a dolphin or something. But she worked pretty decently. So I honestly think I would use this again. I'm not gonna lie. Have you guys tried one of these? What are your thoughts?
Dude, this product is subliminal conditioning at its finest. It's so fucking funny. Picture this. You go out drinking one night, you have a nice good old night with your friends, but you see this really hot girl at the bar. You guys hit it off, and after a couple drinks, she decides that you're cool enough to come back to her place. So you guys catch an Uber, you go back home. As soon as you walk through the door, things start getting hot and heavy. You think, you're like, man, maybe this is going too fast, but you go through with it anyway. And you have yourself a good old-fashioned night, fall asleep. You wake up the next morning to roll over to find the beautiful ace of an angel that you came home with last night, but she's not there. She's not there. And at first you're like, huh, you're kind of shook. You're like, whoa, am I even in the right apartment? You start hearing this. And you start thinking to yourself, well, what could that be? You know? And it's 5 a.m. So it's still a little dark out. So the apartment looks real creepy. And you just hear it in the background. Now you're starting to get curious. So you get up and you start kind of trying to make your way through this apartment that you're not very familiar with yet. And you're trying really hard to just pinpoint the sound. Where is it coming from? But more importantly, where is this girl? I'm in her apartment by myself. And you start hearing it's getting louder. Right? And finally, you get to the main bathroom. And you creep open the door. Only to find the girl that you just hooked up with smacking herself in the face with one of these things. Get the fuck out of there, my friend.
Yes! Oh my gosh! And hold my fart like a bong